Hey guys, welcome to another FIFA 17 video today. I'm really excited to be bringing you lots of content from the capture event I went to. Massive shout out to EA for the hospitality and inviting me down. Really appreciated it. And today we're going to be going through all of the Premier League clubs, including their budgets, the club worth, their kits if you haven't seen them already, and also the board expectation. And you're able to see what star rating they are. So as you can see on screen right now, we're going in alphabetical order. That, of course, means Arsenal is up first. In terms of board expectations, there are three criticals: domestic success, continental success, and brand exposure. Financially, it's low. They don't really mind too much if you blow all the cash, as long as you're doing well in the league, for example. And youth development, surprisingly enough, it's only medium. I thought that would have been maybe high. Basically, there are four different ones, guys. 1 is critical, 2 is high, 3 is medium, and 4 is low. And you really should be achieving those critical ones, otherwise you could be in a little bit of trouble with the board. Arsenal's budget on the right side, you can see there, is £77.1 million, and the club worth is £2 billion. Yep, it's one of the most... It's one of the highest values, actually, you're going to see in-game. And Arsenal is a big club. Whether you like it or not, they are a big club in terms of financially, because we're a business, we're not a football club. Yep, I'm sure a lot of Arsenal fans agree with me. Really like the kits so far this season, and of course the Emirates Stadium is the ground. Moving on to Bournemouth now, guys. 3.5 star team, and you'll see actually there is another number right at the bottom there, number 5, very low. A lot of people didn't see this when they launched, the trailers, for example, and all the information, but there is actually very low as well. So they've got domestic, continental success being low, and brand exposure, but their financial is medium. A transfer budget of around £30 million. Their club worth is only £345 million. It's actually quite a bit though still. Nice kits, and of course the Vitality Stadium is in the game. All of the Premier League stadiums are in the game. Up next, guys, we have Burnley, recently promoted, of course, 3.5 stars. They've got in domestic success, continental success, and brand exposure low. Financially, they've got high, and youth development very low. A transfer budget of £26 million, club worth of £450 million roughly, and their ground is, of course, Turf Moor. And now for one of the bigger clubs, we've got Chelsea, of course, 5-star rating. Domestic success, continental success, and brand exposure are all critical. Financial, of course, is very low. It's not too important. They've got tons of money, and youth development is low. Transfer budget of almost £84.5 million. It's a lot of money, and their club worth is £1.6 billion. And of course, Stamford Bridge is their stadium. Moving across London now, we've got Crystal Palace, 4.5 star team. Very decent rating, actually. They've got some great players in there. Now Benteke up front, of course. Domestic success is medium, continental is low, brand exposure is low, financial is medium, youth development is very low. A budget of around £32 million, a club worth of almost £500 million. Really like the home kit this season, by the way. And of course, they play at Selhurst Park. Now we're looking at Everton. I actually think they could be a really good, fun team to use in career mode this year, especially with some of the new players that Koeman has brought in. They are 4.5 star team. Domestic success is high. Continental's medium. Brand exposure is actually high as well. Financial's medium. And youth development is medium. A nice budget, even though they've blown a lot of their money in real life. They've still got a budget of £44 million roughly. And almost £1 billion of club worth. £765 million worth. And they play at Goodison Park, which looks really nice in FIFA 17, by the way. On to another promoted side now, and I would actually want to say that this is one of the easiest career modes you could do in terms of the board expectations. They're a 4-star team, domestic success, continental success, and youth development all very low. Brand exposure is only medium, and financial is critical. So basically, guys, they want you to operate this club as cheaply as possible and just stay in the league. It's literally going to be as simple as that, although they don't have many players, of course, so it would be actually quite good fun. With only a budget of £20 million as well, and their club worth is £472 million, and their ground is no longer the KC Stadium, is it? Is it the KCOM Stadium now? I thought it was still the KC Stadium, but actually one of my favourites in the game. I really like that one. Now moving on to the Premier League champions. I still can't believe I'm saying that. Leicester City, 4.5 star team. Domestic, continental, financial and youth development all medium, and brand exposure is low. So although they've won the Premier League, in your season they're not really expecting you to replicate that clearly. A transfer budget of almost £45.5 million. Club worth £765 million. And of course, the King Power Stadium has one of the best pitches in the game. In FIFA 16, it had a lovely green. It sounds like I'm mental, but honestly, I really enjoyed playing at that stadium. And I think Leicester City could be actually a very good fun career mode yet again this year. Up next, we have Liverpool, 5-star rated. Domestic success is critical, so is brand exposure. Continental success is high, and financial and youth development are low. A big budget, £61 million. A huge club worth, £1.6 billion. And they, of course, play at one of the best stadiums in the world, Anfield. Recently upgraded. They had a new stand put in, but I'm not sure if that's actually in the game, so I cannot confirm that for you guys. My guess would be it probably isn't. We're now moving over to Manchester. We've got two Manchester clubs, of course, to get through, and they are huge rivals this season. Who is going to finish on top? I think they're both favourites to win the league this year. But we're starting off with Man City, of course, 5-star team. Critical in domestic, continental and brand exposure, and very low in financial, just like Chelsea, of course. And youth development is actually low, and I'm quite surprised by that. I was expecting that to be maybe medium. But they have one of the biggest budgets in the game, £100 million, and their club worth is actually £1.8 billion. I didn't actually realise they were worth that much. And of course, the Etihad Stadium is looking as good as ever in FIFA 17 on Frostbite. But now taking a look at the other side of Manchester, we've got Manchester United, 5-star team, of course, critical in domestic success, continental success, and of course, brand exposure. Man United, you could say, are the biggest brand in football. Financial is low and youth development is medium. And luckily, you've got a lot of great young players already at the club, so you could just replicate that using the youth system. A transfer budget of £102 million, despite spending pretty much that much on Pogba. And a club worth of £3 billion. Absolutely incredible amount. And the Old Trafford Stadium, again, one of the most iconic stadiums in the world. And it looks fantastic in the game. Moving on now to Middlesbrough, guys, another promoted side. They did very well last season. They've got a 4-star rated team. They've got very low in domestic and continental success, so that relieves some pressure if you're going to be using them. Brand exposure is medium, and so is youth development, but financially it's high. So it's not critical that you try and keep your club afloat with a certain amount of money, but they still want you to focus on it a little bit. A transfer budget, pretty low, £24 million. And the club worth is £500 million. And of course, the Riverside Stadium, one of the newer stadiums in the game. They've only included 3 new ones in FIFA 17, and the Riverside Stadium is one of them. Now we're looking at Southampton, 4.5-star team, medium pretty much across the board there, except from youth development, which is high, and that completely makes sense. For me, Southampton they're known for developing players. Transfer budget of £42 million, a club worth of £680 million. Really, really like the kits this year, especially the away kit. And of course, St Mary's Stadium. Love that stadium. Moving on to Spurs now. 5-star team. Did very, very well last season until the last few games. What a shame. They've got high in everything except from financial, which is medium. So it could be quite a nice career mode to do if you're not an Arsenal fan. A big budget of £58.7 million. A club worth of £1.5 million. And White Hart Lane will no longer be in the game in a couple of seasons. So enjoy it while it's there, Tottenham fans, because you will be moving to your new stadium soon. And I think that could be an epic stadium. It does look great, from what I've seen of the plans anyway. Now let's take a look at Stoke, 4.5-star team, medium in everything except from youth development, which is very low. A budget of £41.9 million, a club worth of £663 million, and they play at the Stoke City FC Stadium. I'm pretty sure it's called the Bet365 Stadium, but I'm not sure if they've got the rights to actually call that in the game, because obviously it's a betting website, it's a betting company I should say, so maybe EA won't put that in the game. But Stoke, I think that could be actually a very underrated career mode as well. It'd be good fun. They've got some great players in their team. Moving on now to Sunderland. They are a 4-star team. Domestic success, continental success, and youth development are all low. Brand exposure is medium and financial is high. And of course, David Moyes, the new manager. Transfer budget of £32.3 million. A club worth of £660 million. And of course, they play at the Stadium of Light. Over to Swansea now, 4.5-star team. They've got medium in domestic success, financial and youth development, but low in continental success and brand exposure. A budget of £35 million. That's quite a nice amount of money, actually. You can do quite a lot with that. And a club worth of just under £500 million at the Liberty Stadium, one of my favourite stadiums in the game as well, especially in a sunny, nice summer day. It looks absolutely fantastic. Moving on to Watford, they are a 4.5-star team. Domestic success and youth development very low. Continental success is low. Brand exposure and financial are medium. So again, not too much pressure on you as a manager. The transfer budget is just under £30 million. A club worth of £340 million. And again, one of my favourite kits in the game. That yellow one looks so good from a distance. And they play at Vicarage Road. Now for the final two teams, we've got West Brom, the penultimate team in this video. 4 stars. They're low in everything except from financial and youth development, which is high in financial, 3 in youth development. A budget of around £30 million, £500 million club worth, and they play at the Hawthorns. But the last club is of course West Ham, and they have one of the 3 new stadiums in the game, London Stadium, and it looks absolutely fantastic. I uploaded a video yesterday where I actually was playing as West Ham, and the ground just looks so good in Frostbite. They've got high domestic success, brand exposure as well, medium continental success and youth development, and low in financial. But they've got a big budget, guys, £53.7 million, a club worth of just over £1 billion. And honestly, guys, I think West Ham will be one of the most popular career modes you could do, especially with the new stadium and lots of money to spend. But that is going to wrap up the video, guys. I hope you're enjoying the FIFA 17 content. Obviously, there's only a few YouTubers, including myself, that had access to the game, so there will be exclusive content on our channel. So make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in the next one very soon.